Radio Show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
All right, so Eric, I know you usually start the show with something what you find to be funny.
Absolutely.
But can I start on a kind of a somber note?
Somber note.
Yeah. We have a friend of ours who many of our listeners have heard of before. They're familiar with our friend Richard Oppenheim.
Yep.
He's been on Angie Austin's show.
Oh, yeah.
Some know him as the Transition Professor. He writes these little life post newsletters. He's been very involved in the South side of town with networking events and all of that. And and he recently had a stroke.
Oh.
And he is in the hospital. And I know we have some prayer warriors.
Yeah, we do. You know, we really do count on our listeners to stand together with us. So if you wouldn't mind, lift Rich up. He is recovering in the hospital, and they're just asking for a little support and
just prayers. You online, if you are friends with Richard on Facebook. He helped us get our Chew on This started. He was the food professor for a little while. And so if you have connected with Richard, he is in healing. He is recovering, and they are asking for some space for the family, not asking for visitors, but of course, if you write on his Facebook wall, or you can even write on the Experience Pros wall, his wife will read those stories to him. And so, you know what? We come together. We know that we are the most positive business talk show. That doesn't mean nothing negative ever happens. So yesterday, I was interacting with a gentleman who was so passionate, Eric, about what we do for positivity. He said, you guys are rejecting negativity, and that what we're doing is far bigger than just being happy and bubbly and sparkly and fun, that there really is a movement to reject negativity and the impact that removing negativity from our daily lingo, from the news that we're reading, from the people we hang out with, to the decisions we make when we vote, that we are actually combating negativity. And I don't know, it was very poignant. He just said we were making a bigger impact than most people, I think, give us credit for.
Well, you know, I'm so grateful for the positive element that we bring to the airwaves, and for the folks who get it and they join our posse, if you will, and so thank you for acknowledging that. It means so much to us. Now, I wish they would get that in Houston.
The positivity?
Yes.
Oh, well, I think they can get that in Houston.
I know that they can get it through the interweb, but I wish that they would. Somebody needs to tell a man in Houston that there is only one way and not two. The one way is positive. If you choose number two, you've really made a mistake. Did you hear the story out of Houston? There's a serial pooper. There's a serial pooper on the loose in Houston.
Like poop?
The man has gone number two. Yes. He leaves little presents or large presents.
Eric, where were you at the time this was happening?
Houston lawns or driveway. We did go through Houston recently, didn't we?
We did go through Houston. We did. We had a layover in Houston on our way back from Cabo. I'm going to throw...
No, don't throw shade. We have video evidence of this.
Evidence?
Yes.
Of the pooper?
The man is very strategically hiding behind a shrub, but he's getting ready to leave a doppelganger, if you will, on the driveway. But he has hair.
Who does that?
Well, they're looking for...
So you were wearing a toupee at the time?
Stop! It wasn't me.
Who in the world would be so twisted in their head that you would poop on somebody else's driveway? On his own, it's not his driveway. It's like somebody else's. Is it somebody?
Somebody else's. Yeah.
Is it one person? Does he have a vengeance?
No, he's a serial pooper. Which I can't even put cereal and poop in the same sentence unless we're talking about this guy in Houston, because I would never put cereal and poop together. But this disgruntled dumpster has been leaving all over the neighborhood.
Ew.
He has pooped.
I hate it when the dogs poop in my yard.
He's pooped at one house at least 6 times.
Oh.
Right?
I bet they know him.
I
bet they know him.
You would certainly think so.
If he has repeatedly soiled his neighbor, one neighbor in particular,
right?
I'm going to guess somebody wasn't invited to the barbecue,
you know that,
or asked to move his truck out of the way, and not park in front of somebody's home. I am going to guess there is. But ick,
right?
Like, that's how he retaliates?
Exactly. Cereal poop.
Oh my gosh.
Or poop cereal.
Well, you know what this means.
What?
You know what this means about him. You now know something about him. You know he's not very clean, obviously, but he doesn't wash his hands probably any time after.
Shake with the right. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a great show for you. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly 970-485-5955.
The Highlands Ranch Chamber is hosting Winnapalooza on Thursday, May 8th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the South Ridge Rec Center in Highlands Ranch. Come and network with some of the most vibrant business leaders in our community. Admission is $5 at the door, and prizes will be given away throughout the event. The grand prize is one lucky guest will win a trip to New York City, compliments of Highlands Ranch Travel. Contact the Chamber for questions about Winnapalooza by calling 303-791-3500. 303-791-3500.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle, one piece at a time.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
It's time for you to take control of your money. If it's in a 401k, someone else is in charge. Getting a loan from yourself is not what you've always been taught, and it's not complicated. Pick up the phone and call Walt Wilson at Private Pension Design and ask him about the infinite banking concept at 303-550-2847. That's 303-550-2847. You can start learning more at privatepensiondesign.com. There are 10 videos and other tools to help you get out of debt without changing your cash flow or paying extra taxes. You've worked hard for the money you've saved. Learn how to keep more control of it at privatepensiondesign.com.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros radio show. Do you tweet?
What?
Do you tweet?
Are we still on the same topic as the last segment?
No, we have moved on.
Okay, so then yes, I tweet with the Twitter.
You do. All right, well, Twitter's always changing, kind of like social media does for all of us. And there's a lot of fun ways that we can use Twitter, but it can either help or hurt your business. And according to our next guest, Alec Hinojosa, he's the Vice President of Media Operations and Strategies at EMSI Public Relations. He oversees the creative process and the execution of social media, print, radio, and TV campaigns. Alex, welcome to the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
How are you? Thanks for having me.
Alex, we're doing fantastic. Twitter, is that thing still alive?
It's still tweeting away. It absolutely is.
Sure.
And it's buzzing right now, unless you have, of course, stock in it. It's not so good. But as users, there are some really good things going on.
Well, let's talk about some of the changes that Twitter has made to make it a little bit more business-friendly.
You know, one of the things that the new Twitter rolled out was the ability to pin a tweet at the top of your timeline. So for those of you that maybe aren't so Twitter savvy, the way that Twitter works is a tweet is 140 characters at a time. You almost imagine the old dot matrix printers where whatever you would have would kind of roll over and, you know, pile up at the bottom of your desk. That's the way the timeline would work on Twitter. Well, now, if you have a specific, let's say, promotion, you're doing an event or your business is having a sale, instead of having that running log go to the bottom of your tweet list, if you will, you can now pin it at the top of your Twitter feed. Why that's great is that any time somebody comes to your Twitter profile for the first page, for the first time, you can now control what they see, and it's great for branding purposes.
All right, so you're saying that if we pin this tweet, it helps us kind of focus in. It takes it out of the river and moves it into the stream.
So we don't have to keep tweeting and tweeting and tweeting the exact same thing over and over again.
Absolutely. You can control the message right at the top. And I think this is huge for businesses in particular because, you know, one week you might have a certain promotion, but then the next week you want to have another. But you don't want maybe your latest tweet to be the one that always is the representative for you at the top.
Right.
Well, now with this pin function, it's great. Pinning function, it's great because you can control that message. And, of course, include a link or anything else you want back to your company's website.
You know what? Facebook could do that too. Well, they kind of do. They allow you, but I know a lot of people still do a lot of reposting the exact same thing over and over again. Now, they've changed even like the profile and the banner and how you can use that. Am I right?
They did, and speaking of Facebook, you know, for those of us that use Facebook, especially for our businesses, you're used to what they call that cover image, you know, the real big photo, and then there's the photo of your photo, which is a little bit smaller.
Right.
Well, you know, basically Twitter took that exact same thing as far as the layout goes, and that's the way Twitter uses it. Now, here's the great thing for businesses. You know, sometimes Facebook would limit what you could use as your cover image. They didn't want it to be too promotional.
Not too much
have
text.
A call to action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Twitter will let you do what you want. So you can go in and the graphics department can have your company's logo branded. You could even have a call to action or a phone number or switch them out often if you have an upcoming sale. So again, Twitter is really for businesses making the visual presentation be a lot more effective for those people that want to use that, you know, use that particular social network.
Alex, I'm actually unloading the lifeboats right now and see if we can get everybody to dump off of Facebook. What do you say?
Well, I got to tell you, I'm not the biggest Facebook fan. However, I have found one thing about Facebook that I do like for small businesses, and it's the advertising function. Now, one of the things that the reason and you probably, maybe you haven't been real big on Facebook is because they've limited the reach. So let me give you an example of what that means. Let's say you have 2,000 likes.
Right.
Well, if you post something on Facebook, Facebook purposely limited the amount of the 2,000 people who like you that will actually see that. And they limited it a lot, like almost less than 10%. So in that reason, and for that reason, that's why I was against Facebook. However, let's say you are a small business and you wanted to promote an event that's going on a Saturday afternoon. With the Facebook advertising function, you can target via zip codes, you can target via demographics, you can target via psychographics and people's interests. And so for people who are used to advertising, you could, for literally pennies on a dollar or pennies on a click, reach a very targeted section of people who are on Facebook. Now, the freedom of it and being able to use it for free is no longer there. But you can also go outside of your people who like you. And really, there may be people that like you, that could like your business, but don't like your page. You can now reach them with this Facebook advertising program.
You know, and I think that's the best explanation I have heard about the benefit of the advertising feature that Facebook rolled out, because I think a lot of people were so used to just having the free access, having everybody see it, but it is far more strategic now. Alex Hinojosa has been a fabulous guest, Vice President of Media Operations and Strategies at EMSI Public Relations. But before I let you go, Alex, you have a couple of basic rules. Can you give me one basic rule for using social media?
Certainly. If you're a business, if you go to our website, emsipublicrelations.com, we have a blog about how to protect your brand. And one of the big things that I really recommend companies do if they're going to be on social media, there are 3 on that blog post, but the biggest one is to create a crisis management plan. And it's really important because in Facebook, on the internet, people get really bold. They have what I call Twitter courage, and they'll talk a lot of trash or troll you, if you will. You and your company and the people who have control of your social network need to have a plan if you have a customer that's unhappy, if you have someone who is attacking your product. Are you going to engage? Are you not going to engage? Are you just going to hide the post? Are you going to ignore the post? This is something that every company needs to get together and make sure that everyone is on the same page so that no one reacts out of sheer emotion and it's against the protocol of the company.
That is Alex Hinojosa, and I'll tell you what, Alex, brilliant again, always, and practical, and I think that's the most important part there. Give your contact information in case our listeners want to follow up with you.
Well, sure, you can tweet at EMSIPR. We're on Twitter. And, of course, it's emsipublicrelations.com. All right there for you.
God bless you, man. Thanks so much for joining us today.
You guys are great. I appreciate it.
Right back at you. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we get back, we've got business tips and insights coming up next on the most positive business talk show.
The Experienced Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
When it comes time for you to buy your next new or gently used vehicle, you'll definitely want an auto broker. And when it comes to which auto broker to choose, here's all you need to know. Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. Matt has access to all makes and models and offers fantastic financing, leasing, and can even help you with your trade-in. H.M. Brown has 27 years with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Buy your next car with the integrity and capable help of Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. 303-414-2388. Call today.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Ken Clark, Jason Worley, Grassroots Radio Colorado, this afternoon at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Business owners, I'm Dave Ramsey, and I want you to listen to the most positive small business talk show in America, The Experience Pros, with my friends Angel and Eric, mornings at 10, right before the Dave Ramsey Show at noon on The Source, KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. Thank you for joining Angel and I for the most positive business talk show in America. It's time for business tips and insights.
And we're going to start with our tip from Extreme Relationship Management. Tony Rayburn, welcome.
Hello, team. How are you guys today?
Hey, Tony, we're doing so well that wellness in comparison is just about illness.
I'm telling you, I can believe it.
Yes, sir. What are we talking about today?
Today we're going to talk about conversation enders, which is something we don't think, well, you know, I know I'm learning about conversation starters. I know how to start conversations, but why should I know how to end them? And the reason why is because every once in a while, you'll go to a networking event and someone else will come to the event and they'll bring 4,000 words with them and they'll choose you to use them on.
Okay, I'm with you.
All right. So we have to have a way in order to politely end that conversation if someone's sitting there monopolizing your time. First thing is to realize that when somebody's doing that, it's either one of two reasons. They're either inconsiderate, which is pretty rare, or they're really, really nervous in the room, and somehow you're comfortable to talk to, and so they don't want to leave.
All right.
So what you need to do is whenever that's going on, you have to remember you don't have to leave the event. What you can do is use one of these techniques in order to achieve a stopping point. First way you can do things is to go and introduce them to somebody else. So take them and say, hey, I'd like to introduce you to a couple of people I think would be good for you to know, and hand them off, and that will help the person who's uneasy. Another one is to simply say, will you excuse me for a second? I need to catch so-and-so before they leave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Or finally, one thing you can do simply is say, it sounds like you have an interesting business, and I'd love to learn more. Let's get together. Send me an email. Here's my business card. And then shake hands and walk away. Don't sit there and let it continue going.
It's one of those, I'll have my people call your people, and we'll do lunch.
Exactly. So you can be genuine about these things, but you can't let them monopolize your time. You're there to work, not sit there and talk to one person for an hour.
And I appreciate that, Tony, because I do feel as if it's really hard to end a conversation. You know, once you've engaged in something with people, even though we are all there to meet other people, because we're having this conversation, it seems like it would be rude on both parties to end it. And so having those polite manners in which, okay, let me go introduce you to somebody else. Let's bring some other people into the circle. Somebody's got to take the lead on that, and that's what you teach over at Extreme Relationship Management, is taking the lead on growing your own business. I do like also, the idea of just kind of shutting them up sometimes.
Right.
So, give me your card. Well, maybe we'll talk later. But there has to be a way to politely and make people feel as if it's okay, because they might even want to move on, right, Tony? Sometimes they're just talking because they don't know what else to do, and they don't know how to move on sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. I've even gone so far as to let somebody know that when I'm networking, my goal is to meet at least 10 new people here. So I spend about 2 to 7 minutes with everyone. So let's continue this conversation another time where we can have more time and we can focus on each other together.
I like it. You know what? Nobody is teaching what you guys teach over at Extreme Relationship Management, Tony. You guys have it dialed in.
Well, the cool thing is that they teach, right? That's one of the things that makes your business so different. Is that we do some training.
Absolutely. We're not just another networking group. We're here to train you to be effective and get results with your networking efforts.
All right, tell our listeners how they can get involved.
They can find out more at extremerelationshipmanagement.com, or they can call us nationwide toll-free at 855-I-LIKE-ERM.
Love it, Tony. ERM. Join ERM and find out the difference for yourself. Tony, it sounds like you have an interesting business, man, and if you'll excuse me, I'd like to chat with Angel before she leaves. Have you met Angel? Perhaps I can introduce you.
But wait.
How'd I do?
You did fantastic. A+.
Love it. Tony, thanks for calling, man.
You bet. Have a great day, team.
All right.
Tony is so much fun. He MCs our networking events as well. And you know what? The stuff that the way his brain thinks.
Yeah.
And he comes up with all of the things that, I don't know, just the way he words it and puts it together. We should have all had that thought, but we didn't. So thank goodness Tony is in front of us.
It's good. It's good for all our businesses and our lives as well. And on that note, we kind of passed a little celebratory day. The second of the month is Back It Up Day.
What is today?
Well,
it's not the second.
No, it's
we
not
passed.
we
missed
we
it.
skipped it, right? So we're here to remind you today, because of C-Square Computer Consulting, that it's time to back up your computers and don't let another month go waiting for the second of the next month. Do it today. Back it up.
When was the last time, Eric, that you backed up your computer?
It was over the weekend, actually.
Did you?
Yes.
You did.
I did.
What made you think to do that?
The little thing that says, you haven't backed up in a long time. I think maybe we should talk to Chris and see if backing up is still relevant. Chris, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Do you think it's relevant?
I do, and I backed up my computer over the weekend. You'll notice that I'm being a gentleman, and I have not turned the question to my cohort. But Chris, are we still supposed to back up every month at least?
As often as your data changes.
Oh.
Well, that's a little more often than.
Not backing up enough.
Yeah.
Well, here's a good question. What would happen if you couldn't have your laptop today?
No, we're not answering that question.
Panic and fear has just struck.
I think we never really have a thought or a plan on what if, and we always really kind of assume that those resources are going to be there. So it's not just about your backup, but maybe about your computer or your phone or your printer or all these little things. What if? And then to your backup question, how often should I back up? Think about if you back up once a month. Let's say that worst case scenario.
No.
Something happens with 30 days.
No.
Can you do 30 days worth of data recreating?
All right, so Chris, I know we're supposed to protect all of our current stuff, and that seems like a really bright idea, and I get that. My challenge actually is the old stuff. And so, like 30 days ago, that's now old stuff, but it's still backed up, and it's still saved, and it's still in there, and it's still in the way. I haven't quite figured out a really fun way. Like, how do I know when it's, like with my file cabinet, my paper file cabinet at home, I go through once a year, take out, all last year's stuff so I can start new and, see what's fresh and new. I don't really have that for my computer. and it's not really filed the same way. How do you get rid of I don't want to save stuff. I want to get rid of stuff. Do you have a good plan for that?
Well, why not do the same thing with your computer that you do with your file cabinet? Why not schedule half a day, an hour, a full day to sit at your computer and go through all those files?
I hadn't thought of that.
You know, if you create a folder for your physical file cabinet to put certain things in, or maybe, okay, 2014, here's all of that year. Why not do the same thing on the computer? Create a folder with the year, with the, you know, relevant information or titles to it. Move it there. You can always back it up to a drive, take it and put it offsite in a safe somewhere.
Chris Kaiser, you're brilliant.
Boy, I haven't heard that since ever.
Well, I'm telling you.
But it is, because with the papers, because they're physically in front of you, and of course you can't just keep adding to the, you know, the folder gets full, the drawer gets full. There's a limit. It doesn't seem like my computer, even though it does have a limit, it runs slower, or there's probably downsides to filling it up too, but I don't physically see it. And, you know, and then as I'm going back and I'm looking at, you know, some of the versions of documents, and then, you know, I print up and like, that was like 3 versions ago. Why do I even still have that? But you're right. Just schedule the time like I would do my file cabinet. It's simple, but I needed you. I needed your brilliance today, Chris.
And there is something very different about the digital world than the physical world. There's things that we do on the computer that we would never dream of doing physically, and there's things physically that we don't think about doing in the digital world. But I think, you know, just if you think through and say, okay, well, do I need this information? Why do I have 12 versions? Why do I have this list from 5 years ago that I could recreate? You know, and the value. And I think the biggest challenge is, to be honest with you, is just taking the time to set aside and deal with it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I'm scheduling it right now.
There you go. She's scheduling, and we need to know some contact information because, Chris, you just make so much sense every week. We need to know where do we go to find somebody who can help us organize all of our digital domain.
So you can give us a call at 303-933-1113. You can find us online at c2cc.net. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/C2IT.
That's Chris Kaiser with C2IT. Or C2 Computer Consulting, C2IT on Facebook. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate you.
You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.
I love that Chris reminds us to just protect our data.
Right.
That keeps us thinking about our IT, because he's right. Without it, we would be paralyzed. How much time would it take to recover? How much would that cost us? The emotional toll that it would take on us.
Right.
And it's so easy to just give them a call, 303-933-1113.
Absolutely. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got more positive business talk coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dr. Gary Donovitz. At BioT Medical, we've developed the most effective way to balance your hormones. And unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams that come with many negative and dangerous side effects, bioidentical natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, the right choice, the safe choice.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to See It Thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Your photographs are your treasures. Your art collection means something to you, and that jersey you won in that silent auction is providing you with tons of bragging rights. So it matters to you where you have it framed. Trust your framing to the experts at Frame the Art, the experts with heart. What matters to you matters to Frame the Art. Don't drop your treasures off at a warehouse. Call Frame the Art, 303-722-1525, 303-722-1525, located just north of Dartmouth on South Broadway in Englewood. Frame the Art. It matters.
Life Warrior Coaching is the future of fitness training. It's a health program built around happiness and play. Rather than try to lose weight, let the weight come off naturally through doing things you enjoy. Learn the science of happiness and how to apply it. Learn to play again like when you were a kid, before you were taught that life was serious and exercise was no fun. Try it out now for $29.99. Call today, 303-562-8798, or visit lifewarriorcoaching.com. And remember, be happy and play.
You know, the last time I was on Denver radio, Rocky Mountain High was just a song. Hi, everybody. It's me, America's Mr. Right. Jason Lewis. Join me weeknights at 7 for the Jason Lewis Show on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got a question for you.
What is that?
Do you love smooth jazz? Maybe some blues?
That sounds nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you love smooth chocolate?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't you love to have a festival to put those two together? Jazz, blues,
chocolate, and some business.
What? No, you can't do business with those things.
Well, I thought we were gonna do something like that.
I was going blues and chocolate.
I know,
and
but you're asking me the things that I like. I like good music.
Right.
I like good chocolate, but, I've got a business to run. Can't you do it all in one?
I think it's impossible, but we should ask our next guest.
Sue Bridgman, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're doing fine, but apparently we're having a little bit of a disagreement here, Sue. She says you can have blues music, and you can have smooth chocolate, and you can still do business. What say you?
Yes, you can have your cake and eat it too.
I love this
but
woman.
The chocolate blues. Yeah.
All right. Talk about the Chocolate Blues Festival for those listeners who aren't familiar with the concept.
Sure. Well, the Chocolate Blues Business Networking Festivals are it's a national company where they have festivals all over the nation. They've been in over about 50 different cities. And last year, Jennifer Martin, the CEO of the company, had, of all places, Facebook, connected with me on Facebook and asked if, we could, if I could spearhead this up in Colorado. So basically, we started last year, and what it is, it's a business-to-business networking festival, one of the largest in the nation, and we're we do of influence, and how we do that is we bring hundreds and sometimes thousands of like-minded business decision makers together in one room under one roof. And so from there, power partners are formed and connections, and gosh, your calendar can get filled up for the whole year. It's just amazing. But we do it in a fun and festive way, and that's where the Chocolate and Blues comes in.
So it is fun, it is festive, and I had a bit of a learning curve because I didn't get it in the beginning. Somebody said to me a year ago, there's this lady who's doing a business thing, and it's called the Chocolate Blues Festival. I'm like, what? But when I went and showed up for that event, oh my gosh, you are doing it right, girl.
You know, we're all, and this is why I believe why we're doing it right. We're really, focused on the relational part of networking, and that's, our philosophy. That's what we believe. We believe that, when people get to know, love, and trust you, they're going to want to do business with you. And you really have to have that trust and that relationship built. And it's very effective. And we're really, the simplest term that you could say is we're really all about loving one another and adding value to others with what you do, more so than selling what you have.
All right, you had a very successful festival here on the south side of town not too long ago. I can't remember when that was. So do you remember when that was?
That was February 12th.
In February,
yeah,
okay.
In
so
Castle Rock, yeah.
It was recently at the Douglas County Event Center. It was a fantastic turnout, and you're doing it again in Loveland. Let's give some details and dates so people can put it on their calendar.
Sure. So our next event, and this will be a yearly event here in Loveland at the ranch, August 27th, and it's going to be at the First National Bank building where the Budweiser Event Center is, for those of you who are unaware of this part of the area. It's going to be from 11 to 6, and so it's going to, you can, as a networker, you can just come on in. It's $10 at the door, and you will want to bring some, business cards, lots of them. What we have, one of our features that we have is a large buffet tables, like 7 or 8 of them.
I love buffets.
Tables. Yeah, buffet of business cards, and it's really kind of a focal point where people gather around, and there's a lot of connection going on there as well. But we have business coaching. We have what is called the Coaches Corner, where you can tap into the expertise of different business coaches. We have games and, of course, chocolate. And Josh Mellon is going to be playing his guitar, so we'll have the live blues music, and the media will be there. You guys will be there. It's such an amazing event. We'd love everyone to mark their calendars for that day and just come on through and check us out. We're going to have around 120 exhibitors, and we're expecting over 1,000 intentional networkers to come through.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Can we still sign up to be a vendor?
You can, and we have 3 months to go, but here's the amazing part. The event was such a high-quality event last year that I am almost filled up, and I have about 15 spots left if you do want to be an exhibitor.
You have 15 spots left, and it's still 3 months out?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Isn't that awesome?
It is awesome. Where do we contact you? Where do our listeners contact you in order to get in on this action?
Okay, so there's a few places. You can certainly email me at colorado@bizfestival.com. Our website is bizfestival.com, so you can go on and check us out and peek around there. And then you can always call me, and I'll give you my number. It's 970-405-4967.
Do that one more time.
Sure. 970-405-4967.
And is there the website? Can we send people to the website?
Yes, you can. They can go right to the website, bizfestival.com, and check out all the information that's there. And you can check out all the different events in all the different cities as well. Do I have just a moment to appreciate and mention my sponsors that are amazing?
Yes.
We have several sponsors. I just have to mention that we need our sponsors. They're phenomenal. Of course, you guys, Experience Pros Radio Show, and we have 50 Plus Marketplace Magazine, and Pioneer Press and Greeley. They're going to be printing we have a 20 to 24 page magazine that goes out to everybody that comes in. We have Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, of course, and the Loveland Chamber and Thriving Insurance, All Pro Web Tools, and Michelle Ketterman. So great group of sponsors that have been there supporting through it all. So
Love that. Do you have room for extra sponsors as well, or are we closed up in that category?
We are closed up in that category.
All right. Well, good enough to know.
Yeah.
It's an exciting event coming up, and what a great way to blend the things that we love, right? The blues music, the chocolate, and apparently you can blend business into that as well. And by the way, you'd be a fool if you didn't think it was possible.
Well, we are so excited excited. So the Chocolate Blues Festival is coming up. You can still sign up to be a vendor. Sponsorships are sold out, so you can get on Sue's waiting list for her next event, but August 27th. And Sue, we're actually probably going to try and do like a pre-event in the area the night before for those of us from the south side who want to come up and make a whole event out of it. So,
great!
Yeah, we're thinking about bringing up a busload of folks from the south side.
Wonderful!
Wouldn't that be fun?
That is going to be fun. Fun before the day of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So, give your phone number one more time, please.
Sure, 970-405-4967.
Love it. Thanks so much for the call today.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
All right, folks. Now, you know, we love talking to entrepreneurs. I love talking to solopreneurs. But some of you just want to work from home. That's okay. We're going to give you some tips on how to do it effectively right after these messages.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432, NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
When you think of going to the dentist, it makes you uncomfortable and uptight. You recall the dark ages of dentistry. Weisbard Dental wants to change that image. Imagine being welcomed in a comfortable, beautiful, brand new dental office with digital x-rays, digital photos, being comforted throughout the entire process. At Weisbard Dental, you'll be treated while relaxing in their massage chairs. Make an appointment for Weisbard Dental at 303-773-3373. Check them out at weisbarddental.com. WEISBARD dental.com.
I'm Dr. Lee Weisbard, and I can make you smile.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Lucky you, because you get to listen to the Laura Ingraham Show mornings on the legendary KLZ.
Hey, I'm Dave Ramsey, and my show is live on KLZ, and I want to hear from you. Call me today so I can help you live debt-free. That's the Dave Ramsey Show, coming up from noon to 3 on The Source, AM 560 KLZ.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for tuning in. We hope this is not only informative but entertaining as well for you.
All right, so Eric, have you had phases in your career where you didn't have an office outside the home, you actually worked from home?
Yes, ma'am.
Ever happened to you?
Did work from home for a number of years.
And I think it's a valuable asset when you don't have to pay the expense of an office or have the idea where you're sitting in traffic or having to get dressed. I mean, a lot of things that we do, we seriously could do them from home, but there's some challenges.
Oh, yeah, there
when you
are.
work from home.
Right.
I mean, one,
TV,
the laundry, household chores, children.
grass. As in, like, you must mow it.
I'm glad you.
You have to
glad
qualify
yeah,
everything these days.
I know, every now and then. And so if you do work from home, God bless you, and thank goodness that you have some of those benefits. You don't have to sit in traffic. I think about some of the time we've made good use of our traffic time because we carpool.
You bet.
And we do a lot of the production and planning for the show during that time and made that very, very effective use of our time. But I think one of the challenges is having a schedule.
A what?
A schedule. So I
What is this word that you speak of?
this is what I speak of. I am a sleeper.
Yes.
I like to sleep in, and I don't like to get out of bed ever.
Oh.
Ever.
Well, that's going to be difficult.
It is. So if I don't have a reason, if I don't have something on the schedule that says, all right, Angel, you have to be here at 8 o'clock, I would sleep and stay in bed and sleep some more.
Yeah, the notion of having a schedule means that you actually have some rigidity and some continuity and consistency in your patterns. So Monday through Friday, if you're going to stay at home and call it at-home work, then that schedule that says get out of bed, give yourself whatever time you want to schedule.
Yeah, it could be your own time. I mean, you don't have to get up and be at the computer by 6 a.m., but have a specific time slot for your business. Because if you only work when you feel inspired or you have the energy or the kids are occupied or when you don't have anything else to do,
You'll
and you think,
find yourself stagnant.
You won't move along because you're going to try and steal 5-10 minutes here and there, and you won't be able to move forward. So having a start time and end time, and it can be as creative. You can work from 8 to 11, and then again from 3 to 5, and then again from 7 to 9. It doesn't have to be a continuous 8 hours, but having a schedule, because here's what else is going to happen to you when you work from home.
Yep.
The neighbors or your family are going to say, hey, can you come over? Can we do this? Or help me paint my kitchen.
I'm working on a project. Dad, do you want to help me build a model? Can we play ball?
I'm like, I'm working.
Right.
You're not working. You're at home.
Oh.
Well, no, I'm trying to work. I have tasks, but because your family and your friends and your neighbors know that you're home, they are an incredible distraction. So you have to go back to point number one and create that schedule so you are establishing some boundaries. And if you're not going to stick to your boundaries, and every time somebody asks you to do something, you're going to throw your schedule by the wayside, you can't expect them to ever respect it either.
Right, you're establishing the pattern and training the behavior that you don't. But let's talk about those boundaries, because then, you mentioned family. If you are a stay-at-home parent, you may have, what are those things called?
Children?
Kids,
oh,
right.
Kids. Oh.
Children. And when you have children, and you're trying to, even young children.
When's the last time you had children living at home?
It was so long ago.
It was a while ago. So you don't. They are. Here's the thing. Even if they're, because mine aren't babies.
No.
But they're still. They still have schedules. They still have demands.
Still in the house.
And they're still there.
Yeah.
So, when they're little, do you remember? I don't know. Did your kids do this every time you got on the phone? That's when somebody would get hurt and would start crying. That's when they would bump their head or skin their knee. It was right when you got off the phone. And if it wasn't because they were screaming because they were hurt, Mom, where's the blah, blah, blah? Where's my shoe? Where's the ball? When's dinner? And I actually knew somebody who got one of the on-air signs like we have here at the studio.
Really?
And had it on the outside of their office door.
Oh.
And so whenever they were on the phone, they would slip
Turn on
on
the
the
light.
on-air sign so everybody knew Daddy's on the phone.
Right, but
Don't distract him.
what about the little ones? I mean, you've got little ones that they don't read the signs. What do you do then?
I think you have to find help.
Can you tell them to play out in traffic?
No. I think that you need some reliable child care services, whether that's a relative, a neighbor, somebody you swap play dates with, but that there is some time in the day when you can have meetings, have those conference calls, and not be worried about all of a sudden the napper is awake. And
let's talk about the nap time, okay? Because that's one of the things that will mess up your schedule. Because kids don't work on your schedule.
No, all of a sudden they're napping, they're great, you're on a routine, and every afternoon they're napping. Just as you start to get in a groove and expect that, they change their schedule.
They wake up, they start crying, they get a bloody nose, it goes on. Yeah, childcare, good answer.
Good go with childcare. You probably also, I think, if you're working from home, if you've been at home, and then you start taking on new assignments from home, you've probably already filled your day. Your day it isn't like all of a sudden we've got an extra 4, 6, 8 hours to do something new.
Right.
Our days are busy, and so if you're going to take on now I've been at home and I'm working from home and I'm adding work into my home life, you're probably going to have to let something go. You're probably going to have to turn down some of the activities that you have been involved with. Maybe you drop the kids off at 9 and you always stay and chat with the moms until 10, and you might have to actually go home and start working.
It's work. It's a job, right? Wherever you're working.
You can choose to work and get paid and be busy and get paid, or do nothing and not get paid. You can do that. You don't have to get paid. Do I not have to pay you now for today?
What?
Oh, he's awake now.
What?
He's awake now.
Say something?
Don't compromise on your sleep.
Okay.
There's another tip. I think that so often we think, and you do this.
What do I do?
You do this.
What? I don't like bum, bum, bum. What?
You're busy, and so when do you get the work done? You get up early, right?
I totally do that.
Or you stay up late.
Yeah.
Because it's got to get done. So
Right.
what do you sacrifice? You sacrifice your sleep, and then you're a little moody. Maybe you're a little moody in the workday, and we know, but you say, Angel.
Does anybody else notice what had happened to Angel's voice?
Angel.
All right. Okay.
Time is what you make
I
it.
won't sacrifice sleep. Finally, hold a planning meeting. Make sure that you're on the same page with anybody else in your business. And frankly, maybe it's just with yourself, but plan and hold a meeting on a regular basis.
Put everything, all those meetings in your calendar, and if those lunches and those volunteers and all of those kids stuff, if that's important to you, working out, make sure that's scheduled too. And then sometimes, even though you work from home, you have to get out of the house and go and be among the people.
That's right. That's right. That keeps you human.
Yes.
Right.
Go meet clients, colleagues, mentors, girlfriends.
I would love to meet girlfriends.
You know what? You can't because you're sacrificing your sleep.
I'm not sacrificing my sleep anymore. I've turned over a new leaf, and now I think we should give our phone number. My phone number, 855-FAN-BRAG. That's right, 855-326-27.
Yeah, but if they call that, they're gonna get Charlie.
Only on Fridays. You can call that now, and you can get me.
Do you want to work from home?
No, I do not, but we do need to go to a quick station ID, and then when we come back, we've got a whole other hour of amazing, positive business talk. So on behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make this Experience Pros radio show thing happen every single day, we say thank you. Thank you for tuning in and for participating, and we will be back right after these messages.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KLZ 560.
Do you need help protecting your life savings from market volatility? Have you wondered how to create or preserve your family legacy? Are you in need of tax reduction or income planning advice? Listen to Financially Tuned with Steve Hansen right here on The Source, 560 AM KLZ, Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. Steve will bring his passion to help others into your financial plan. With his help, your financial future will become perfectly tuned.
If you enjoy your life, your freedoms, your opportunities as much as I do, hug a mother this week. This is Molly Vogt with the AmeriChicks. We'll be dedicating Sunday's show to all the mothers out there that made our freedoms possible. Some were married to founding fathers like Martha Washington and Abigail Adams. Some fought for our right to vote like Susan B. Anthony. But all of these women are mothers of freedom. Tune in Sunday as we get to the heart of the matter from 4 to 6 p.m.
Mama, you know
This is the legendary KLZ, AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at 560thesource.com. Since 1922, KLZ Denver.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm John DeMaster.
Let's have a judge decide. And remember, this is the lady at the center of the scandal.
Republican Congressman Jim Jordan of Ohio on Fox News saying Attorney General Eric Holder needs to appoint a special prosecutor in the IRS targeting scandal.
If we're going to get to the truth, the only route is through the House of Representatives. Because, as I said before, the investigation at the Department of Justice, the criminal investigation, is a sham. It's a joke.
The House voting to hold former IRS boss Lois Lerner in contempt of Congress for refusing to testify about the Tea Party scandal. This will come as no surprise, but former U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton thinks the Benghazi investigation has gone on long enough, telling ABC's Good Morning America.
I do not believe there is any reason for it to continue in this way, but they get to call the shots in the Congress.
House Speaker John Boehner said not been fully transparent and accountable after the terrorist attack. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
Everyone is making the switch to the Blaze to make it their source for the truth. Why not make it your source for the truth? Make theblaze.com your homepage for news that the other outlets won't even touch. Subscribe to the Blaze TV at theblaze.com/TV or on Dish Network and get access to original programming like For the Record, the show that exposes what's really going on that the government doesn't want you to know. And Real News, the daily conversation on the topics of the day that matter most. Check out the Blaze Radio Network at theblaze.com/radio with original shows like Buck Sexton, The Morning Blaze with Doc Thompson, Pat and Stu, and Jay Severin. Or, if you need something to hold in your hands, subscribe to the Blaze magazine. So basically, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. This is the Blaze. Truth lives here. So just to recap, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. Find out all the ways at theblaze.com.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 The Source.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where Biz Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. And I have seen the future, and I am going to. I know what I'm going to get you for your birthday.
Oh no.
Yes, no, I do.
No.
Yes.
No.
So what I'm going to get you? You're going to love it.
No.
You are going to love this.
Only one other time.
Yeah.
There was one other time. Do you remember? It was probably February. Eric comes in. He says, Angel, I found you the perfect birthday card. My birthday's not till July.
I do remember.
And I bought it now because it is so perfect that I bought it 4 months in advance.
Oh, so many years later, still funny.
And you're thinking, oh my goodness, I'm so touched. He found the perfect birthday card that when he saw it, he thought of me and how meaningful this card must be because he thought of me so much. He bought it 4 months in advance.
Yeah.
My birthday comes 4 months later.
Yep.
I open up this card expecting something very touching, something very poignant, very uplifting, because that's the kind of person I am.
You are uplifting and touching and poignant, but this was a funny card, and I'm very funny, and so I thought you would very much enjoy this card because it was a picture of a cat.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And
with a mouse coming out of its nose.
Yes. The mouse was kind of coming out of the nose.
Out of its nose.
Right.
And the card said something about, don't you hate it when you laugh so hard and food comes out of your nose?
Yeah.
Well, that's what he thought it was me, food coming out of my nose. Now, the reason is because Eric has impeccable timing.
Yes, I do.
That is, every time I would take a drink of coffee or put something, he would make me laugh so hard my coffee would come out of my nose.
It was awesome.
And he found a card
right.
that reminded me that every time I saw him, I was always blowing something out of my nose.
Oh, I totally have something that I think you would love for your birthday.
Okay.
All right.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna get this for you, and I'm even.
Is it Kleenex?
No. I'm gonna get this for you, and I'm even going to tell everybody what it is. You ready?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally telling you. This is what I'm gonna get you for your birthday. A new printer.
A new printer?
Yeah, you need a new printer.
Oh, I do actually need a new printer because ours had a little water damage.
No, not for the office. Are you kidding me? Heck no. No. This is a printer for you.
Just for me?
An Angel Tussey printer.
What am I going to print?
Makeup.
Makeup?
Yes.
Like lip gloss?
Yes. Lip gloss, blush, eyeshadow, the Mink 3D printer is debuting this week in New York, and you can print any color of blush.
Really?
Eyeshadow.
Oh, and you just want that most perfect shade.
Right?
Really? And it's in New York, debuting in New York?
Debuting in New York. Will launch later this year, and guess what? I'm getting it for you.
Okay. Guess what?
What?
Guess what? So tonight is Winnapalooza.
Yeah.
And we're giving away a free trip to New York to one lucky winner.
We are.
So somebody could actually win the trip to New York and go see this fabulous printer and bring me home some lip gloss.
Right. Now tell me that's not a thoughtful, poignant, and especially
it's way better than
timely.
Way better than the mouse coming out of the cat's nose.
Yeah, but that was hysterical.
Yeah. Lip gloss.
Right.
Perfect.
That's what I'm getting you.
Now, okay. All right. You've gotten better at the gift-giving sentiment.
So we have a great show for you, folks. While I'm researching how to get this thing mail ordered to Angel, don't forget to stick around, turn up the volume, do business with the people who do business with the pros. And when we come back, we're going to make the case for why doing good is good business.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
The Highlands Ranch Chamber is hosting Winnapalooza on Thursday, May 8th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the South Ridge Rec Center in Highlands Ranch. Come and network with some of the most vibrant business leaders in our community. Admission is $5 at the door, and prizes will be given away throughout the event. The grand prize is one lucky guest will win a trip to New York City, compliments of Highlands Ranch Travel. Contact the Chamber for questions about Winnapalooza by calling 303-791-3500. 303-791-3500.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a Fluff It Up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly, 970-485-5955.
This is Dave. The Experience Pros radio show is changing the way people treat people in business. Listen to Eric and Angel mornings at 10, right before the Dave Ramsey Show at noon on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to get a good feeling. That's what we're all about here on the show.
You know, we were able to share a really good story yesterday, middle school. A girl who came in and wrote a book to help the children of Haiti. Was very touched. She moved many of our listeners, and she's doing something good, just one small deed at a time. Well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Today we have her dad, Rich Harris. He's the president and managing partner of the Harris Law Firm. He believes that giving back to the community means we are creating a better place to live, and he encourages members of his law firm to change the world, one deed at a time, sharing their resources with those who are less fortunate. Rich, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you, Angel and Eric. I'm delighted to be on.
Rich, very nice to have you with us. Now, you know, we were blessed to meet your wife and your daughter yesterday. It's a day, I got to ask you, why do good things? I mean, yeah, it makes you feel good, but is there more to it? Are we really making a difference?
Well, sure. And first of all, let me reiterate my thanks to you guys for putting my daughter on yesterday. And, you know, if her book sells a few more copies at theroadtohope.org and we help some of the kids in Haiti, we're thrilled to death. And it's very much in line with, I think, what is right in the world, not only for kids and for families, but really for business. I think it's so critical.
All right. Now you manage a law firm, and not to be rude, Rich, but most people don't think of law firms as big into community service.
Sure.
And so let's talk about the culture that you've created at the Harris Law Firm.
Yeah, you bet. Well, first of all, I mean, your point is well taken. I say it every day. The reality is that lawyers have a bad name actually for good reason, and I'm ashamed at that. We too often, as lawyers, are interested in billing by the hour and just running up the fees. When we started this law practice 20 years ago, quite frankly, we wanted to do something that was much different, and that started with the practice area. We practice in family law. We're working with families and children, and to us, it's always been really about being able to look ourselves in the mirror and say at the end of the day that, okay, not only have we not harmed anybody, but we've hopefully done some good, and it's been part of our culture really from the very beginning.
Okay, so we believe that the leadership trickles down from the top, and obviously you are leading by example. Do you find resistance from the professionals that you work with in your firm and perhaps those that you maybe engage with in your sphere of influence to this notion of doing something positive?
Well, on the latter, definitely. I mean, amongst the broader bar and amongst other business owners, we do get hostility from time to time because everybody thinks that doing good is not in accord with the bottom line. The reality is it very much is. And in answer to your first question, we recruit people, and we're known for this. And people that join this firm know that's what we're about. So not really from the folks in-house. They I think, embrace it.
Okay, so can you give some examples, Rich? Because I know there are listeners. We go to work. We're there to make the bottom line, productive and profitable. They might want to start something more community service or something more volunteer-driven. In their culture, what are some things that you guys have done that you, are really proud of, or that the team is really kind of latched onto?
Yeah, sure. So we found that the best way we can actually have an impact is to use our expertise and our skills. And so while all of the lawyers in our firm and all the folks actually have various causes we're involved with, as a law firm in general, we're doing pro bono legal work as our main thing. We volunteer for something called Metro Volunteer Lawyers, which is the largest legal aid organization in Colorado. We volunteer for the Rocky Mountain Children's Law Network, representing kids who are in family crisis. We volunteered for domestic violence shelters, legal clinics. All of the attorneys in the firm and all the paralegals are encouraged to have at least one pro bono matter at all times. So this is part of what they're expected to do, and they love it. It's frankly a nice break from what we do on all the daily stuff.
Well, and it's the what you do on a daily stuff that, again, when you hear, this is why we do these interviews, Rich, so that people can hear your voice, hear your heart, find out what's going on. And then they find out that you're with Harris Family Law, you're dealing with families who have come to the splitting point, if you will, and it would be such a comfort. I've been divorced now for 5 years. It would have been such a comfort had I known about you those many years ago, because it's a tough time. And when you find somebody who's got your heart, your passion, and helps guide and navigate through those tough times, I think the wounds heal faster. What do you think?
Well, thank you, Eric. I'm a child of divorce myself. Mm-hmm. And part of what drives me and informs me for what I'm doing every day is knowing what people go through and knowing what kids go through. And, if people are going to have to take this terrible step to get divorced, we know that we have a unique opportunity to help settle things down, to heal, to protect the kids from being dragged through the mud. It's really what every single professional in this firm is trained to do.
Well, you're our kind of people, and we are so grateful. We would love to extend the partnership even beyond this conversation, but let's give some contact information for Harris Family Law, please.
Yeah, thanks so much, Eric and Angel. The website is the easiest way to find us. It's harrisfamilylaw.com. That's HARRIS family.law.com, and you can also call us at 303-299-9484.
303-299-9484. We've been speaking with Rich Harris, the president and managing partner of the Harris Law Firm. Love that you're talking about doing good, and you don't just talk the talk, you're walking the walk. Rich, thanks so much.
Thank you, and thanks for what you guys do every day. It's a great show.
It's our privilege. Rich, I got one more question for you. I have forgotten. Rachel wrote a book yesterday, and I have forgotten where we go buy that book. Could you remind me, please?
Yeah, thank you. So Rachel's book is a book where 100% of the proceeds are going to build a school in Haiti. You can buy copies. They're $14.95 each at theroadtohope.org. Theroadtohope.org.
Folks, buy 2, buy 10, buy today. Thanks, Rich.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk coming up next. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C2 Computer Consulting. Pain Reliever. Solve your pain. Call C2 at 303-933-1113.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
When it comes time for you to buy your next new or gently used vehicle, you'll definitely want an auto broker. And when it comes to which auto broker to choose, here's all you need to know. Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. Matt has access to all makes and models and offers fantastic financing, leasing, and can even help you with your trade-in. H.M. Brown has 27 years with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Buy your next car with the integrity and capable help of Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. 303-414-2388. Call today.
You make all kinds of plans for your business, but have you planned for the event that you may need long-term care? Did you know that you can have long-term care insurance that offers you tax advantages and a guaranteed rate of return? Walt Wilson is a licensed agent working in the financial services segment of the insurance industry, and he's a pro when it comes to long-term care. It only takes a moment to register for the next free webinar that could literally change your financial outlook. Visit privatepensiondesign.com today and click the LTC webinar tab.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Grassroots Radio Colorado with Ken Clark and Jason Worley, today at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Do you know what your own personal debt ceiling should be? 0! I'm going to surgically remove the word debt from your vocabulary. Sound like fun? Well, it is. It's called The Dave Ramsey Show. Weekdays at noon on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
I can tell you who's knocking at your door. It's that sales guy who's got something to sell right now. Hey, folks, on a scale of 1 to 10, how close are we to closing this thing? Please don't go away. If you leave the lot, you'll be sorry. I'm working on my sales technique.
Well, I think they're a little outdated, but we brought in our expert. Brand new business tip, weekly business tip coming to you from Liz Wendling. She's a business consultant, sales expert, and emotional intelligence coach. You can find her online at insightbusinessconsultant.com. Liz, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Good morning. Thank you.
Liz, fantastic. And how am I doing on my sales closing techniques? What do you think?
Oh, pretty lousy.
What? I thought you were such a nice lady.
So old school.
It is old school. Help me understand what I need to do, and why am I so reluctant to changing my technique?
Well, first of all, the old school, old formula selling is failing people miserably. And it's really holding smart salespeople back because it's keeping them from earning that great living. Old school techniques absolutely positively don't work on today's smart and savvy consumers. They've seen it. They've heard it. It's been used on them before. And they are digging their heels in, and they are not tolerating being on the end of those types of conversations. So it's about unlearning some of the outdated and uncomfortable, unworkable stuff, and actually just learning how to engage in an updated, authentic sales conversation.
You know, and God bless those that are having to change the way they've always done it and learn these new techniques. It is really challenging because you do tend to slip back to your old ways. Even though we've gone through some of this current sales training, read the new books, we tend to slip back into these old icky sales techniques. How do we make sure that, because we know the buyers are different, how do we make sure, Liz, that we don't revert to this ickiness? Can I call it that?
You can, absolutely, because that's what it is. And I refer to it like dieting. If someone's on a diet or a great eating plan, every once in a while you're gonna trip up and you're gonna slip up. But you have to recognize when that's happening, center yourself, and be able to get yourself back on track, because the longer you stay in those icky techniques, the longer someone is going to be able to pick up on that and not start to trust you. People don't trust people who are using techniques that sound like they got stuck in 1972. And change can be scary for a lot of people, but not evolving your language and not updating is going to be a heck of a lot scarier when the competition winds up running ahead of you and leaving you in the dust. And more companies and individuals are realizing that if they don't change what's coming out of their mouth, they're just going to sound like everyone else in their industry. And that's the issue that's happening now. There's so much competition, but everybody sounds the same, so you can't stand out.
So let's springboard off of that for just a minute, Liz. If, in fact, everybody's sounding the same, can you give us just a nugget of what will we do to differentiate ourselves? You've probably seen 1,000 different sales folks out there. What's something that is fresh and new and interesting?
Good. That's a good question. And I tell people to, first of all, take a look at what they're doing, take an up-close and personal look at their current sales approach. Does it sound like something that's been around for 25 or 30 years? Is it something you learned in a sales training class with 100 other people? So maybe people are saying things like, did I catch you at a good time?
Oh.
Hey, I was just calling to follow up, or I know you're busy, so I won't take up too much of your time.
What do we replace those phrases with?
Okay, you replace it with, instead of saying, hey, I'll be in your area on Tuesday at 2 or Thursday at 3, and say something like, hey, all we need to do is coordinate our schedules and find a time that works for both of us. No one likes to be boxed into a corner, and no one likes a technique from 1966.
And don't put your customer in a corner.
Right.
Don't do that. Change your sales approach, and you change your sales results. Liz Wendling, tell our listeners how they can get in touch with you.
I can be reached at Evolved with a D selling, evolvedselling.com, or you can call me at 303-988-9157, and at least we can start a conversation. If you have any questions about how can you start to change your approach.
Okay, give that website one more time, because I gave the wrong website at the beginning, Liz. Give that again.
And both of them will get you there, so that the one that I said was evolvedselling.com.
Fantastic. Liz Wendling, we look forward to your addition to this broadcast. Thank you so much.
Okay, have a great weekend.
Will do.
Bye-bye.
All right. Now, the next business tip comes to us from RMK Cartridge, where they put the color back into your life. And thought maybe we'd talk a little bit about some terminology that most people really may not even know differentiates RMK from other, cartridge retoner folks.
Do you know the words?
I do. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
I got to clap it out, though. Hold on for just a second. Ready?
Uh-oh.
Remanufacture.
I need better headphones.
No, I
need those
they're working just fine.
sound closing. Don't clap in my ear.
It's 5 syllables.
Remanufactured.
I know a 5-syllabic word.
You didn't have to clap that out.
No.
Okay, remanufactured.
Right.
What's the difference? Remanufactured. All right, you go in, you take your old cartridge, they put some new ink in it, you take it home.
Stop right there. You see, here's the problem. Everybody thinks that remanufactured is the same as being refilled, and it's not. You see, when you take those over to some of those big box stores or the ink refill place, here's what they do. They pop a little hole in the top, they stick a syringe in, and they squeeze that ink in. Is it the right ink for your printer? And by the way, HP has like a variety of different colors of black. Did you know that?
I think there are like 20 different colors of black just for HP printers.
And so then they put a piece of tape over and say, good to go, and you're out there. They didn't clean it. They didn't take care of it. And if you've got an ink or a laser jet type of a printer, oh boy, you've got all kinds of reasons to get it remanufactured. They take those printer cartridges apart at RMK Cartridge. They clean out every little area that could be worn, and they check them, make sure if it's worn, they replace the parts. If they need to be relubricated, they relubricate those parts. They make good use of their resources, and then they fill them back up with the correct toner, the correct ink colors, and then they put it back. And no holes. What do holes do? Leak?
Yeah, what
right?
a mess that's going to make in your printer.
Exactly. So they take care of you, and that's one of the reasons that I love RMK Cartridge and why we at the Experience Pros radio show use nobody else. I will drive past 16 drill and fill normal refill cartridge places to take my business strictly to Matt Skinner and the folks over at RMK Cartridge, because they know how to put the color back into my life, and we've never had a problem. 303-781-2076. That's 303-781-2076. If you've got printers, and we know you do, you owe it to yourself to go to RMK Cartridge, rmkcartridge.com. Folks, we'll be back after these messages.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Life Warrior Coaching is the future of fitness training. It's a health program built around happiness and play. Rather than try to lose weight, let the weight come off naturally through doing things you enjoy. Learn the science of happiness and how to apply it. Learn to play again like when you were a kid, before you were taught that life was serious and exercise was no fun. Try it out now for $29.99. Call today, 303-562-8798, or visit lifewarriorcoaching.com. And remember, be happy and play.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part, no more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
Your photographs are your treasures. Your art collection means something to you, and that jersey you won in that silent auction is providing you with tons of bragging rights, so it matters to you where you have it framed. Trust your framing to the experts at Frame d'Art, the experts with heart. What matters to you matters to Frame d'Art. Don't drop your treasures off at a warehouse. Call Frame d'Art, 303-722-1525, 303-722-1525, located just north of Dartmouth on South Broadway in Englewood. Frame d'Art. It matters.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denai, Chief Operating Officer with BioT Medical. At BioT, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com to learn more. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, it's the right choice.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work choice to See It Thrive, call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for hours. Do you stress?
I work with you.
That is not the answer I was.
I lead a completely stress-free life.
You know what? Not everybody does, and here's the reality. Oftentimes, I see people dealing with that stiff neck, the tension in their head. They got those headaches, and they think like you got to do it. It's just a daily occurrence, and you just got to deal with it.
And I think a lot of people do deal with headaches on a daily basis, but he says that headache is just a symptom. Dr. Smith, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Well, thank you. It's an honor.
Dr. Smith, the honor is ours. Fascinating. You're a neurologist and an electrical engineer. I bet you those two are fascinating tandem career paths. Let me ask you this. First of all, can we get rid of our headaches?
I would say virtually all headaches you could get rid of. The problem that I found when I looked at my success stories is that most of them were misdiagnosed.
Oh.
And people were treating the headache instead of the underlying cause. That's why I wrote the book.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about this. If in fact there is an underlying cause and the headache is just a symptom, then how, without medication, do we probably, maybe is obsessive worrying, right? That's a cause. How do you deal with that? How do you tell somebody to chill out?
Well, that's a common cause of headache. And it's not easy because it's an inborn trait. Worrying is obsessing. Do you know what that means?
Like always thinking about it? Like not doing anything else but thinking about that one thing?
Yeah. Obsessing is when you ruminate or go over something again and again and again in your mind. And it tires out your brain. It interrupts your sleep so you can't get good rest. And you run tired all day. And it also triggers strong emotions because most of what people worry about is upsetting.
So the worrying, the obsessing, the only thinking about the problem that is only really happening in our head, because in many cases the bad thing that it hasn't really happened to us, we're just worried it could possibly, maybe, if everything lines up in a certain way. So we're hurting our head? I mean, we're just kind of tiring out our head, and that's what's causing our headaches?
Yeah. What you're talking about are the what-ifs. That's a marker for a worrier. But basically what worry does, it tires out your brain. You can't rest, and it creates strong emotions. And exhaustion and strong emotions are strong activators for migraine. That's the most common headache people have.
Oh, now migraine, I've always thought that you get migraines and they just happen to you, and you got to go lay down for 3 or 4 days.
Oh, that's not right. Definitely not. You're born with this, just as you're born with a susceptibility to worry, you're also born with a susceptibility to migraine, or not. It runs in families. So someone who has a susceptibility, if they do everything right, won't get any headaches. I've had vomiting headaches since I was 10, but I don't get them anymore because I do it right.
Oh, okay.
Do you just stop? Don't worry, be happy.
Give us a pearl of wisdom. Tell us one thing that we can do, and then we'll sell the book.
Okay. The thing that you can do is don't worry about treating the headache. Always look for its underlying cause. As I say, worry happens to be the most common. But doctors and patients always come into the office and they're looking for a treatment. And I say, I'm an engineer. I don't have an interest in treatment. All I want to do is find out the mechanism of action, the cause. Once we know that, anybody can fix your headache.
So grabbing the bottle of pain relievers isn't necessarily helping us at all.
Absolutely wrong.
All right. The book is called Headache, Finding the Underlying Cause. Where do we find a copy of this book?
It's brand new, so it's not on Amazon or in the bookstores. If you want a copy, you could either call the office here, which is 585-461-5330, or you can go to my website, which is davidnelsonsmith.com. One word.
davidnelsonsmith.com, or that number one more time, Doctor?
585-461-5330.
Fantastic. You've helped kind of shed some of the myths that go along with this. Any last parting thoughts of wisdom for us?
Well, I must say I'm really impressed with your program. It's unusual to see people in business talking how important it is to treat people well. That comes out of your program, and I really have to commend you for that.
Well, God bless you. Thank you.
No, I'm perfectly serious about that. It's true in a doctor's office. One of the most important ways to figure out what's wrong and discover why a person is having headaches is, as Henry Nouwen says, to create a free and friendly space where a person can come and feel comfortable enough to talk.
Well, we're blessed by your kind words, Doctor. Let me just give. So we got a minute or so left. Let me give you just a little bit of background into my life, and then kind of share it with the audience as well. At age 18, I was misdiagnosed with a viral strain of hepatitis, which never was hepatitis ever, but was in fact properly diagnosed later with what's called Gilbert's syndrome. You're probably familiar with that.
I know, yeah.
Stress-activated liver disease. And fascinating, because I kept telling the doctors, I think it's stress that's kicking this thing off, and my T cell count would just go down to critical AIDS patient type levels, and finally found the diagnosis. And once I did, I learned that I can only take care of the things that I can control, and there's no sense in worrying about those other things. Don't get headaches. Don't have stress, and I'm grateful for what you're doing to share that message with other people as well.
Well, thank you. You have a lot to teach people.
Well, we're doing it here this way. Our guest, Dr. David Smith, and once again, the title of the book, Doctor, help us again. Headache: Finding the Underlying Cause. Yeah. All right.
And the website, davidnelsonsmith.com, is where you can get a copy of that. Dr. Smith, thank you so much for being with us today.
And thank you.
Right back at you, folks. Don't go anywhere. We've got more positive business talk coming up next. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
When you think of going to the dentist, it makes you uncomfortable and uptight. You recall the dark ages of dentistry. WiseBard Dental wants to change that image. Imagine being welcomed in a comfortable, beautiful, brand new dental office with digital x-rays, digital photos, being comforted throughout the entire process. At WiseBard Dental, you'll be treated while relaxing in their massage chairs. Make an appointment for WiseBard Dental at 303-773-3373. Check them out at wisebarddental.com. WEISBARD dental.com.
I'm Dr. Lee Weisbard, and I can make you smile.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at ALMCmortgage.com. ALMCmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
This is Dave. The Experience Pros radio show is changing the way people treat people in business. Eric and Angel, right before the Dave Ramsey Show at noon on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Dave Ramsey Show, noon to 3 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Eric and Angel. We do appreciate you for tuning in. Wow, what a great hour and a half, almost 2 hours we've had so far.
Oh, it has been.
It's
you're liking this?
I am liking this, absolutely.
I'm so glad.
Hey,
I live to make sure you have a... Well, I don't. Ariane makes sure that you have a good show.
I was going to say.
Go there. Actually, Ariane and Charlie, I'm just here along for your comic relief.
You what?
No?
Ooh.
No, that's not what I'm here for. I'm not the funny,
Apparently
I'm not
it
the
worked.
funny
You're
one.
laughing again.
I think I laugh at my own jokes.
You ever get those oddball questions that come up in interviews?
From...
You know, you go in. I don't know when the last time you interviewed for a job was.
Like a job interview.
Actually, I do remember that.
It's been a while.
Right.
It's been a while. Should I be honing up my job interview skills?
I'm not suggesting that for a moment, nor am I necessarily looking for something like that. But there are some interesting questions, and by interesting I mean like outer space odd.
What?
That people ask during interviews.
All right.
For instance, how lucky are you, and why?
How lucky am I, and why? Yep. They're going to ask me that in an interview?
You want to work
I'm lucky.
here?
I'm lucky.
How lucky are you, and why?
I'm very lucky. Will you please give me a job, sir?
If you were a pizza delivery person, how would you benefit from scissors?
From scissors?
Yep.
If I was a pizza delivery person, I would benefit from scissors?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you know who's asking that question?
Who?
Apple.
Would I benefit from scissors?
If you're a pizza delivery person, how would you benefit from
Am I
scissors?
allowed to carry scissors?
Well, see, here's the thing. You're getting asked crazy questions completely out. Why do people ask these crazy questions?
I don't know. Why are they asking the crazy
So glad
the
that
crazy questions?
They're asking the crazy questions. I'm so glad you asked, because they create dialogue and move the candidate away from the rehearsed answers.
Right? Sure. Disrupt complacency.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. So I get you want to remove the robotic answers,
right?
And get them into dialogue and relax them a little bit, because they are pretty nervous, and you put them at ease. But then you kind of got to come back to, does that tell you they can be put at ease? That they can't be put at ease? And then when they put at ease, they derail, and they're like on ADD. And then, like, what do you find out? And is that really helpful?
We find out that you jump the tracks pretty easily. That's pretty much what.
Is that bad? That might be okay.
All right, Angel. Let's go back to something you love, right?
Okay.
You love all the home accoutrement.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, I love it. You didn't even have to clap that in my ear.
I did not, and it's a French word, so I know I got your attention. So let's just say you're applying for Bed Bath & Beyond.
Beyond.
Okay.
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Right? You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, so you're applying for Bed Bath & Beyond, and I ask you, if you were a box of cereal, what would you be and why?
Oh, I would be Frosted Flakes.
See, now you're able to play on this. Why?
Because it's practical. Cornflakes, practical, and yet fun and sweet on the outside.
All right.
What would you be? You play.
Are you kidding me? I'd be sitting there going, I am applying for Bed Bath & Beyond. Why in the world are you asking me this goofy question?
Oh, right.
See?
Right, sorry, I got distracted.
No, you got into it. You got the thing. You were disrupting complacency. You didn't give me a preconceived notion. You gave me your heart, and I dig that. That's perfect. Here's one for you. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
No.
By the way, you're applying for a casino job. Do you believe in Bigfoot now?
Why would the casino job change if I believe in Bigfoot?
That's a good question.
I still don't. And I would not gamble on the Bigfoot. On the sighting of... No. Do you? Does it change?
I think in a casino job, it matters. Are you just believing in the best? Do you have these notions?
Bigfoot is not the best.
Or are you watching the cards and you're able to say, I see what I see. I am a keen observer. That's a casino job.
I don't care what job it is. You tell me you believe in the Bigfoot, you're not hired.
What are you talking about? I believe in Bigfoot.
I should have asked that.
Well, I call him Sasquatch.
Again, I should have asked that.
Hammer and nail cost $1.10. The hammer costs $1 more.
No math.
Come on. You are applying for this job, lady.
Okay. All right.
Hammer and nail costs $1.10. The hammer costs $1 more than the nail. What is the price of the nail?
No, 90 cents.
No, it's 10 cents. Like I said, the hammer and nail cost $1.10.
And they will fall in love in the train, land in the station at 6 p.m.
Oh, man. Here's why they ask that question. He likes to see if a candidate will give some thought to the math problem instead of immediately blurting out,
It's 90 cents.
no math, or the obvious answer of 10 cents. The folks who are bringing this to our attention say they'd actually prefer the candidates who admitted they were bad at math. The correct answer, of course, is the nail costs 5 cents.
Look, you've got us all stumped. Look, even Charlie, Ariane, we all.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know why it costs $1 more than the nail, 5 cents. I don't know. And I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. Okay,
it's
so that's
supposed to
what
be
they
said.
want to know is that you don't know.
Yeah.
And I like the idea that if you don't know the answer, to be willing to admit you don't know the answer instead
Right.
of just making stuff up, because we want to hire people with honesty and integrity.
Right.
And it's okay to not know the answer. And in fact, we don't always know the answer. And so that'll tell me. Yeah, that'll tell me. Will you admit it, or will you make up something?
Here's one that
I make stuff up.
you ask often as well. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
You know what? People ask that a lot.
Right.
They do. What superpower would it be? And I kind of already have my own superpower.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah. So there's no what if in
Remind our audience what your superpower is.
It's my angelness.
Right.
Yeah, that is a superpower.
That's for sure.
I do think I would like to have the stretchy, because I can never reach anything, like on the top shelf or in the back seat. I think I would like to be a little more stretchy.
All right.
What would your superpower be?
Invisibility. Did I say that too fast?
Freaky.
No.
Oh, you're a creeper.
I'm not a creeper.
Where would you be invisible at?
Where
would you be invisible at? Answer the question. Ladies' locker room.
Oh, stop. You don't have to go there.
I didn't. Where would you be? Where would you be
No.
invisible at? Would you want to be invisible at work?
No, I'm all embarrassed. I get hot in here. You know, here's why they asked that question, because
You want to know if you're a creeper.
you find out that the answer to the question is more important than the content of the response. Smith says, the article author says, those who respond enthusiastically and don't shrug off the question is probably a better cultural fit for that particular company. I knew exactly.
I know you knew. But then when I asked where,
We don't.
you knew that answer too, but you didn't share.
Here's some other fun ones. How honest are you?
On
be
a
honest,
scale from 1 to 10, I would say I'm a 4.
If you start your answer with, well, to be honest, you're not always. Right?
Really?
Well, think about it.
Because if I have to say,
To be honest.
say to be honest,
That implies
that
you're not
always is
always right.
I always think it's funny when people start to tell you the truth, as if you weren't telling me the truth until you
Indeed.
claim that. But I think that's just a phrase that people pick up on and start carrying. I don't think it actually has any weight bearing to it.
All right. Here are some other questions, not necessarily needing an answer, and we'll wrap up our show with this. What was the last gift you gave to someone? What's the funniest thing that ever happened to you, or that has happened to you recently? These are actual interview questions.
All right. Do you, Eric,
Yeah.
have an interview question that you bring to the table when you're interviewing somebody
I actually
for a
do.
position? What is
Yes.
it? Yeah.
How many snow shovels were sold in the U.S. last year?
You asked our sales staff, our potential sales staff, how many
Snow shovels,
were sold in the U.S.
year.
last year. What are you expecting them to pull out their smartphone and Google that? Do the Google?
No expectation, just the question, please.
And what will that answer tell you? What are you searching for that the answer is going to reveal?
Problem solving.
Problem solving. And because they aren't going to work with you. They do need to know how to problem solve.
So, Angel, how many snow shovels were sold in the U.S. last year?
I could care less.
No.
Oh, that's right. That's not how you say that. I
right
couldn't care
answer.
less. No, I could care less. No, I couldn't care less. Which way is proper? I don't care.
Would you like to know the answer?
No, actually, I really could care less.
All right, I guess we'll leave the audience wanting to know what the answer was.
Well, do you know the answer? Do you know
Of
the
course I
answer?
do.
You
Of
don't know.
course
You
I
don't
do.
know the answer.
Yes, I do.
You don't. How many snow shovels? I'm Googling.
The proper answer to the question, the interview question, how many snow shovels were sold in the U.S. last year is green. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we say thank you. Thank you for participating in this, the most positive business talk show. Thanks for sharing the show with your friends. Yes, the answer is green. Get over.
It's not green.
It is.
It is no way.
It is green.
How many calls for a number has to be the answer.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KLZ 560,